It's not
I
loading
got
for me.
2 little blue pixels
Exactly.
dancing on my screen.
I got
Same.
3 dots.
To the
I got
have
2
a-
blue pixels in a UFC fight club.
All right, to the tens of people at home, we're having some technical difficulty. Let me try to stop and restart the stream.
The tens of people.
The tens of people that will watch this video.
The 10 people, that's us, in the call, watching it.
Our own biggest fans. All right, is it working now?
We are our own biggest fan.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I see your background screen. Yeah.
All right, everybody see the
right.
map?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Good evening, everybody. This is Autumn. This evening, we are going to be hanging out with a bunch of our friends, and we're going to be going over the Luxis tournament and our picks. Who are we going to put the money on for next round? Do we want to go around quickly and introduce ourselves?
Jason from D53.
Mario from Hidden Leaf.
Hey, it's Erosa from Rebel Dragons.
All right, Rosa's in the house. EXperinZ from... Did you say that again? Farrico Gaming. I've seen that in the GC leaderboards. Yes, welcome.
Megatron with D53.
Andy from D53, also known as Down Under 53.
Who's calling you down under?
All right, who wants to give us the first matchups this evening?
Erosa, why don't you lead off? We have, what is that, Kill the Nuts versus Big Bad Jervis. Now, granted, we don't get to see how the teams are formatted, but Erosa, based on reputation, how do you think this is going to play out?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a good one. They're kind of close to each other, so I feel like it could go either way depending on where they are. But I'll be rooting for Jervis.
Erosa's picking Jervis. What about the down ballot match here between Donald Duck and Quinn?
I think it's probably going to be Quinn.
Is anybody in the call voting against Quinn?
Not until I see it happen.
A clean sweep there. Donald, we love you, but, we just need a little more before you can get to that level, I think. Close, but no cigar.
All right.
What other matchups do we have here?
In the second group, we have Blue Broly versus Bifidus and Mythlord versus Tuck. Who wants to take this one? EXperinZ?
Sorry, I skipped this one.
Jason, any thoughts on that matchup?
I think if I'm remembering correctly, they're pretty even. I would probably lean on Bifidus. I know I struggle up against him. And then for the bottom one, hands down, Mythlord.
Now we have Group 3.
Group 3, I think I voted for Asian Blue and
So
for Ivy as well.
Yeah, there's a few people got knocked out a little early this round.
Like me.
Hey, let's keep it friendly here.
Who shall remain nameless.
Oh boy.
What do we have in Group 4, Andy? Can you give us your take on those matchups?
No idea who the first person is. Fourth Gore? Is it? Fourth Geo versus Montoya? Fourth Gear? I don't know the name. I only know Montoya, so I'll go for Montoya. Even though I have no idea what their powers are like or what their teams have been like. And Erosa versus Noquinil, I definitely have to go Erosa.
All the way. Let's do this, Erosa.
Fingers crossed.
Anything to say, Erosa, on this upcoming match?
No.
No?
Gonna give your fans some insight into your strategy setting your teams?
No.
I didn't think so.
Going into Group 5, Mario versus Legend. Mario.
Not sure how it's gonna go. It could go either way. Legend is powerful. We'll see what happens. Not really.
What do you think? 50%? 70%? What do you think?
50-50, I would say. Maybe.
50-50? Okay. Well, that's an honest assessment. We appreciate that. Do you have any particular strategy you might want to share with your fans about how you're going to place your teams?
I'll give it to myself.
All right. It is called tea time. I am trying to get the tea for you. I'm sorry, but they're not giving it up. What's the next matchup?
Harley, a.k.a. Baroness, versus Zix. The two former hitters from Fireside.
Mario?
I'm going Zix.
You going with Zix?
Zix is getting stronger and stronger. Al is
anybody against that? Anybody? Is it Zix across the board here in the chat?
Yeah.
All right. That's a clean sweep from Zix.
Really? Not one Harley?
Zix has
Lisa
been
Sly?
performing very, very, very well. So
You know what? I'm going to change my vote. I'm
You
going with
gotta-
Harley.
Oh wow. Going against the stream.
I think old school Harley's going to
You
step up.
rebel. Old
Groups.
school Harley. You gotta show up if you're listening.
Aurora
Murders,
versus
you want to do group 6? Are
King
you
Bradley
able to?
versus-
I'm gonna say Aurora, and then Mardef versus Amir. Battling that guy twice in the last couple weeks. I'm about to go with Asylum Amir.
All right. EXperinZ in on that action.
Group
Tyler
7.
Tron. Anybody else? Anybody betting against the grave?
Erosa, why don't you take this one?
Group 7?
Pound Town versus Murderous.
Murderous?
Town.
Like your ears.
Yeah.
We love you, Murderous.
Yeah, I suspect Pound Town is going to
Yes.
absolutely mop up the floor with Murderous, who did say, with tons of hubris, he was going to get the job done where I failed.
Hold on, this is TrollFarcito from Lethus Live, and I personally think that Murderous is going to prevail where Romules failed against Pound Town.
That's some smack talk coming from TrollFarcito, that's for sure. Let's see if he can
Also
put his
note
money
it's-
where his mouth is.
Erosa, Ali Dan versus...
I don't know. I think
Faguchi.
it says Faguchi. I'm not too familiar with Faguchi and Ali Dan's in my guild, so I'm going with Ali Dan.
You know,
Just
I-
going
the way
for
you
the
said
guilty. I respect that.
And now Group
Fingers
8,
crossed, Ali Dan.
the last one, Group 8. Who wants to do Group 8? How about you, Tyler Tron?
So is that Grumpy and Vex versus Selena?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go Selena. She's tough. I wish Grumpy all the luck, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to take Selena.
All right. Grumpy, if you're listening, we hope you're doing okay. We're sorry.
And the next match?
Please plug your ears, but yeah, Selena.
Vulcan versus
Volmon
Momo.
versus Lady Momo. Ugh, I don't really know. We just battled Momo last GC round, and I really haven't played too much this round. I haven't been paying attention to see how tough Volmon is, but I'm gonna have to go Volmon on this one, just because Momo beat my friend Unburdened.
All right, take us home, Autumn. T.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us this evening, everybody. We're trying to get the tea. People, we're not spilling the tea tonight too much. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to see how this plays out. There's a lot of great matchups, and we'll catch you next time. We'll see how our predictions turned out.